Colorado boys and girls. It's us again, Miss Terry,
Miss Brown,
and Tommy the T-Rex. We have another story for you today, and Mrs. Brown and Tommy, I have a question for you. You have both heard the story Little Red Riding Hood, right?
yes.
You have?
Yes.
Have you heard that, Tommy? That is great. Today our story is another Little Red Riding Hood story, but one of the characters, instead of there being a big bad wolf in the story, there's a very hungry lion in the story. So the title of today's story is Little Red and the Very Hungry Lion. It is written and illustrated by Alex T. Smith, and I am reading it with permission from Scholastic.
No,
Tommy, no, you cannot try to eat the lion. You have to control your cravings. Okay, now, this is Little Red. Today, she is going to be gobbled up by a lion. This is the lion. Well, that's what he thinks is going to happen anyway. So we're going to find out what happens. One hot morning, Auntie Rosie woke up covered in spots. There was only one thing for them: spot medicine. Ring, 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 ring. Oh dear, said Little Red when she heard the news. I'll come right away. So she put some spot medicine in her basket and waved goodbye to her daddy. It was a long way to Auntie Rosie's house. Little Red walked under the giraffes, over the sleepy crocodiles, and past the chattering monkeys. She crept around the termite mounds and under the leaping gazelles. Then she caught a ride on an elephant, wiggled her way around the hippos and warthogs, and waved hello to the meerkats. Then she sat down in the shade of a shady tree. And that's when the lion arrived. The very hungry lion. Oh, hello, purred the lion. Where are you going? To visit my auntie who is covered in spots, said Little Red. In the time it took for his tummy to rumble, the very hungry lion had cooked up a very naughty plan. And this says, my very clever plan. So we're going to find out what his plan is. Okay, Tommy and Mrs. Brown?
Okay.
Okay. Number one, he's going to sneak off to Auntie Rosie's house. Number two, he's going to hide her in a cabinet. Number three, he's going to dress up as Auntie Rosie. Number four, he's going to wait a little bit. Number five, he's going to jump up and eat Little Red. Number six, he's going to eat Auntie Rosie for dessert. Well done. You are a very clever lion. And he rushed off to put his plan into action. We're going to find out if he is successful.
Sounds like a good plan.
You know, he's clever. We're going to see how clever Little Red is. When he arrived, the very hungry lion stuffed Auntie Rosie in a cabinet and locked the door. Then he squeezed himself into one of her nightgowns and covered himself all over in spots. Of course, when Little Red arrived, she realized right away it wasn't Auntie Rosie sitting in the bed, because Little Red's super smart. She quickly looked around and spotted her auntie peeking through a gap in the cabinet. And boys and girls, you can't see, so I'm going to show Tommy and Mrs. Brown. Tommy, you see the little eye? You see that there? There is Auntie Rosie in the cabinet there. You see Mrs. Brown?
Oh my.
Yep. Little Red decided that she was going to teach the naughty lion a lesson. "Oh, Auntie," cried Little Red, "what tangled hair you have!" And before the very hungry lion could even lick his lips, Little Red had brushed and combed and twisted and braided until the lion had a lovely new look. Ta-da! This had not been part of the lion's plan. So he opened his mouth wide. "Disgusting!" shouted Little Red. "What gigantic, grimy teeth you have, Auntie!" And I know you can't see, boys and girls, so Tommy, Miss Sprout, I'm going to show you. On the teeth, you can see grass and hair and leaves and bones and bugs. And there's even a little bug here that's saying, "Help!"
Whoa.
Do you have disgusting teeth like the lion? Let me see. Oh,
look
no,
pretty
you
good.
have really clean teeth,
Good
Tommy.
job, Tommy.
Good job.
No.
Is he trying
He's
to eat?
trying to eat the lion again.
Tommy, what did I say about controlling your cravings?
You're not going to be able to come to school anymore.
Okay. All right. Let's finish the story. And Little Red made the very hungry lion brush his teeth until they sparkled. "Oh, Auntie," sighed Little Red, "what an old nightgown you are wearing." And before the very hungry lion knew it, Little Red had found a much prettier dress for him to wear. Are you ready to see it?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. This had not been part of the lion's plan either.
Oh my.
I think that's a pretty dress, though. Would you like that?
And
Oh, you're laughing at the lion.
maybe Valerie the Velociraptor would like that dress.
Maybe.
Maybe. You think so? Tommy says yes.
Stop! Yelled the lion. "I'm a very hungry lion, and my tummy is rumbling." Little Red pointed her finger. "Well, trying to eat children and aunties is very naughty. If you were hungry, all you had to do was ask for some food." The very hungry lion let Auntie Rosie out of the cabinet and said sorry ever so politely. Little Red gave Auntie Rosie the spot medicine, which worked immediately. Then the three of them gobbled up a whole basket of donuts together. The lion had 5.
Whoa.
Yeah. How many do you think you could eat, Tommy?
All of the donuts?
All of the donuts? Probably like 500 or 5,000 donuts.
Even more?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my, you have a bellyache.
You would. Soon it was beginning to get dark, so the lion walked all the way back home with Little Red on his very best behavior. He promised to never, ever, ever try to eat another auntie or any children. Just like you promised, you remember? Okay, and that also includes other animals too, Tommy. Okay, we're going to make you a vegetarian. But he might be tempted to eat Daddy. No, bad kitty. The end. And they're all walking home together. And that is Little Red and the Very Hungry Lion. We hope that you enjoyed our story and tune back in with us, and we'll have more stories to share with you and activities. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.